Alright, this video, I'm making this video for my daughter. My daughter's called Holly Catherine Dalloway. It should be Holly Catherine Genvy. But what my daughter, she's like me, she's different. Like what she does, my daughter doesn't understand everything. She might be getting to see these videos that I'm putting on YouTube. Right, so the way I'm talking to my daughter now, I'm trying to explain it. Everyone on this earth, apart from me, and I am Satan, and my daughter, is controlled by these aliens, these grey aliens that use psychic powers. These things here, they're in space. They've got these things. Little grey things. Here they are. That's them. There's another video of them. It's just them walking down a corridor. Yeah. Okay. So what my daughter needs to understand, I've explained it in previous videos, but everyone on this earth is controlled by them, apart from me and apart from Holly, my daughter. I think my daughter will be special like me. I'm not controlled by them. They can, I think when I was younger, they tried to influence me. They can influence me a bit. Well, they're not anymore, but they can't now. But they used to be when I was younger. So I think my daughter rejected me. Like, I was a really good father. I really loved her loads, really great to her and all of that. But she rejected me when she was very young, at the age of 4. Didn't want anything to do with me. Because I think, because she was so young, the alien could easily like control her mind. Whereas now she's a bit older, it's maybe not as easy. But the alien might try to, this alien with his psychic powers, might try to control her in terms of feeling sad. So Holly, I recently wrote you a card that I sent to you on Easter, that hopefully you got to see. It said, you know, you need to try not to be sad. You know, I mean, she's only 10, I think, at the minute. So she's only young. And the aliens, this alien who controls the world. I mean, all this technology, these smartphones, these people that you like your mum and everyone else, like my parents and my brother and everyone on this earth, they're not smart enough to come up with these computers. This stuff that isn't designed by like men, like regular men. It's designed by them aliens. Like this technology, like this is from a speed controller for a motor. That technology, like all like the little chips inside of it and all of that. That's too complex for the people on this earth to design. They don't design it. They might put it together in a factory. They build it, like put it together in a factory, you know, solder it together. But they don't design it. It's the aliens that do that. They are real, Holly. And your mum will know they're real, but she probably won't be able to tell you they're real. She probably can't just say to you, they're real. Now, I've been making videos, Holly, from this house where I live in Rednall, very, very near to where you live in Northfield, for quite some time now, going, I'm Satan, I am Satan, I am actually the devil, but I'm a good guy. So only if you're bad do you go down to hell. I've been making videos for ages now. And there's people in my comments who occasionally say, oh, you crazy, you're this, you're that, and the other. If I'm so crazy, why am I not in a mental hospital? I've never been to a mental hospital in terms of, you know, having to be forced to stay there. No police come here. There's no doctors coming here to take me to the mental hospital. I mean, you're only young at the minute. You're only like 10 years old, innit? So there's a lot for you to understand. Your mum, believe it or not, and my parents and everyone else on this earth is a green, scaly lizard, and they've got like this camouflage on their skin that makes them look like you and me. Like, I'm not a green, scaly lizard. I can't go green and scaly, but they can. I've showed it many times on my on previous videos I've made. If you watch slow-mo, occasionally you'll see something, like you'll see like their eye turn like a lizard, like a lizard's eye, or some shapeshift on their face, like a shapeshift malfunction. I've made videos previously. They're all green scaly lizards. They won't be allowed to admit it to you. They're actually just slaves to these aliens. These aliens control them all, psychic powers, to rule over the world. And like I say, all this technology is from the aliens. But I'm special, I'm different, they can't control me. And I'm trying to design technology eventually that can get us to their planet. They live on a planet not that far from here. It's about 40 light years away. Rita Zeticuli is where they live, and eventually hopefully we can get control of them, but it'll take a long time to do that. But it's a lot for a little kid to take on board. Like, obviously you're only 10 years old, Holly, but you're probably very confused and you're not getting the answers you want from your friends and your family around you. No one's coming to arrest me. No one's coming to put me in a mental hospital. I've been making these videos for ages, so I'm not crazy. It's I've had to figure this all out myself through just thinking about it, working really hard. I've had to figure out what is the situation here. When you got took off me, when you were a little kid, when you were 4 and got took off me, I didn't get to see you anymore. I didn't know about any of this. It's only recently I've figured it all out. Last 2 or 3 years I've been figuring this out. Now what's going to happen next couple of years is oil prices are going to go up. I'll keep talking about it. They keep postponing it, but eventually they are going to have to do it. And I've got all my money in crude oil, and I keep telling everyone else to put their money in crude oil, but they won't, because they're ruled over by these aliens. They're just slaves to these aliens. Eventually I'm supposed to make a lot of money in crude oil, so much so that I get to meet Ariana Rockefeller. She's from an oil family. Now when I made my last video, I was saying how I'm hoping she can break the psychic control the aliens have over her, but I don't think she's going to be able to. It's only me that's special, and you, my daughter, that are different, I think. I know I am. I know I'm not controlled by aliens. Everyone else is. I mean, it's utterly bonkers. I'm there. I've done free energy. Free energy does work. I was talking to you. I was sending cards to you for a long time, talking about how I'm trying to do a perpetual turbine. And like I did it. I figured it out. And it's so important that we have that free energy. I managed to do it. I mean, I've got it upstairs. I've had it on this channel. You know, I did demonstrations of it. It's really simple, but it is free energy. And we're running our whole economy on crude oil, fossil fuels that pollute the environment, but it's on the orders of the aliens, you see. But eventually, hopefully, I'm going to get to a position of power where I can begin to tell these people that are called reptilians, they are different to us. you know, what to do and how to run things, and then eventually, hopefully, we get to this alien planet with these aliens on it. Then you controlling everyone with psychic powers, and eventually conquer them. But I might need to have a lot more kids. I might need to have a lot of sons who become adults, who then can be soldiers to be put on this planet to control that planet. Because these people, all these people, they're no good at being soldiers. They get PTSD, they get stressed out, they get upset by war. PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome. It just means that they get emotionally stressed out by war. They, they're easily controlled by psychic powers of aliens. They might be physically strong, but they're not very mentally strong. Like, whereas me, I can just, bat off the psychic powers of the aliens with ease. But when I was a younger man, I got quite, when I was maybe 16, 17, I got really quite miserable, quite depressed. And it was these aliens trying to beat me down with psychic powers to get me to kill myself, because they don't like the fact I'm here. They want a situation where it's just all these, like your mom and like everyone else, these green scaly lizards that look like regular people that they can just easily control. It sounds bizarre, but like I said, you think you'll look at your mum and think, how is she a green scaly lizard? But I showed you all these videos of these famous people that they actually are. But you can't see it. It's like the camouflage is so good. It's so hard to see. And they're just controlled by these psychic powers. It's not your mum's fault. She's just controlled. She's just a slave to the aliens. They tell her what to do, and with psychic powers, and she just has to do it. So what I'm saying is, what needs to happen in the future is I need to have lots of sons and daughters as well, but sons specifically, to make good soldiers that aren't controlled by psychic powers. And then if we have all the technology to get to new Earths, anti-gravity and interstellar travel, then we can sort these aliens out. It sounds bonkers, Holly, I know it does, but why am I not being arrested? Why am I not being doctors coming to get me and put me in mental hospital? Because it's actually the truth. It's hard to believe, I know. And as a little kid, what you need to do, you'll say, you want to come see me. You might want to come see me, I'm not sure. But the aliens have a situation where they're not allowing you to see me. So they want us to keep us separated. All you need to do is just to stay happy. I put it in a card to you at Easter. You just need to try to stay happy. Just enjoy life. Be happy. And when you're older, when you're an adult, you'll be able to come see me. Really, when maybe in a few years, I only live down the road at the minute. You might be able to just come see me anyway. Just come on your own, on your bike or something. And if you can't, well, you can just see me when you're an adult. When you're 18, then you can fully come and see me. But you can see me younger than that, really. Because you're not controlled by the aliens like your mum is, and like your Uncle Martin is, and your granddad Steve, and my parents are controlled by him as well. Everyone is, other than me and possibly you. I don't think you are. You were when you were a little kid. That's why you rejected me. They were controlling you to do that. I'm not sure. Maybe they still control you. I don't know. But maybe they don't, because you're my daughter. You might be special. So sad that we don't get to see each other, but the reason the alien wants me to kill myself, the alien wants me to be so sad I don't get to see my daughter, so upset about it that I kill myself. I'm not going to do it, obviously, but the alien also wants to make you sad because you might be special and not just being bossed around by these alien psychic powers. They want you to kill yourself. Well, don't do that. Just try to be happy. Try to enjoy going to school and enjoy all the things that you do. And you'll see me when you're an adult. And like I say, eventually I should be getting to meet Ariana Rockefeller, and that helps me then become more powerful in society. Eventually that should be happening. But like I say, I don't think she can break control of the psychic powers. I was hoping she could, but I don't think she can. So that's annoying. Okay, so Holly. So yeah, everyone on this earth is controlled by these psychic powers from these aliens. I'm not, and I don't think you are, but I'm not fully sure. I just think they could control you when you were a little kid to reject me. But maybe now you're a bit older, they can't fully control you. Your mum was influencing you as well to reject me. Your mum was influencing you to reject me, but your mum was controlled by these aliens with psychic powers. But the whole point of me being here now is to get things done like anti-gravity, free energy for humanity, interstellar travel, get control of these aliens. And also, I'm supposed to be like produce all these soldiers that aren't just controlled by psychic powers, because we're going to need that in the stars. In space, we need better soldiers, basically, that aren't just bullied by psychic powers. So I'm here to do that. Dave Genvy, your dad, Satan, is the warrior caste of humanity. So like, I'm supposed to form the warriors that go out, do the fighting to get new Earths by, you know, having kids, having sons, and daughters as well. Although the daughters won't really be doing the fighting, but they might have other sons that then do fighting. You know, when they're adults, they have kids, have other sons that do fighting. Because humanity at the minute is mostly, most people, most regular, all these reptilians, these green scaly lizards that look like people. They are people. I mean, they are people. We're the ones who are different. They're just not. They're just not mentally wired for war. They're soft. You know, most of them. And then the ones that are a bit tougher, that are a bit better at war as soldiers, are just controlled by psychic powers. So in the stars, in space, they're not much use as soldiers, really. I don't think so. They're controlled by these little grey aliens, these little 4-foot greys. So Holly, you might ask, so Dave, Dad, you're supposed to make all these warriors through having sons who would be soldiers, and obviously my daughters, when they're adults, could have sons that again could be soldiers. What are all these people here for then, these green reptilians? Well, they're worker drones. They're the worker caste. They're here to do worker jobs, just regular normal jobs. But they're not that good in the stars at being soldiers because well, they get stressed out by it, and also they're controlled by psychic powers. They get beat down with psychic powers, so from the aliens. So they're not much use. So there's that, and then the greys, the actual little grey aliens, they're supposed to be our design all our tech for us. I call them tech bitches. They're supposed to do all the technology for us, like the, you know, computers and all of that, because they've done all of that anyway. And they're just supposed to keep doing that for us. So that's that's the structure of how things are supposed to be. Which took me a long while to figure it out. You know, I'm 40 years old. It took me a long time to get to this point to figure all this out. Because the alien, the little grey alien, didn't want me knowing any of this. So yeah, that's the situation. So all that, like I say with Holly, all you need to do is try to stay happy, cheerful. Just try to enjoy life. And whenever you get to see me, you get to see me. It might not be till you're 18. I don't know. But you're an adult when you're 18. You're 11 this year. You know, the years fly by. Hopefully you get to see me sooner. But if you don't, it's not the end of the world. But what I'm trying to say to Holly is don't allow the aliens to beat you down and make you feel upset. Because what they'll want to do, these grey aliens, is for you to kill yourself. That's what they wanted me to do. That's one of the reasons they took you off me. They had everyone take you off me. Because remember that they control everyone. They control your mum. They control the people at family court. They control everyone. And they all just conspired. The aliens just beat them down with psychic powers to take you off me. And they controlled you a bit as well to reject me at the contact centres. So I'm hoping that you're not fully controlled by them. Like your mum is, or like your granddad is, or like your Uncle Martin is. But my advice, just stay cheerful. Just try to be cheerful. You know, you'll have friends. Your friends at school, they'll be reptilians. They're green scaly lizards. They've got this camouflage. But just treat them the same, you know. Just hang out with them. But they might not be able to tell you everything. Again, because they're controlled by the aliens. Whereas I can just tell you how it is. So you and some of them might try to say, "Oh yeah, your dad's crazy." I'm not crazy, because where's the doctors to put me in mental hospital? There's no doctors coming through my door to put me in mental hospital, Holly. People might put it in the comments. It's not happening. So it's because I'm speaking a lot of truth. I'm trying to figure things out. Sometimes I get some things wrong. Like in my last video, I was talking about how I thought maybe Ariana Rockefeller will be able to break free of the psychic powers of the aliens. Now I'm thinking, nah, I'm wrong on that. So I'm still figuring out a lot of things on how everything is. I don't fully understand it all, but I'm figuring it out the best I can. And these aliens are definitely real. These grey aliens, and people are controlled by them with psychic powers. Another thing that might happen in the future, Holly, I'm not fully sure, is if oil prices go sky high, right, and I make a load of money out of it, the price of everything else is going to go sky high, like food. And it might be the case that your mum, has to bring you here to live with me. I'm not fully sure on that. I don't know if that's going to happen. But it might. I'd still let you see your mum, obviously. I wouldn't stop you seeing your mum. But it might be the case that if oil, they're going to have this situation where oil goes through the roof in price. And because the whole economy runs on crude oil, it powers all the cars, the trucks, everything. The price of food will go up a lot. And that might be when your mum needs to bring you to live with me. That might happen. I don't know if it's definitely going to. But if it does happen, you'll still get to see your mum. So I don't know if that's going to happen though. I'm not sure. That your mum would have to be really desperate for that to happen. Literally, like she just can't feed you anymore. She can't afford to feed you because the price of food's gone up too much. It's the aliens doing it. It's the aliens making us do all this. Because they're just complete arseholes. They just want to... The aliens, the last thing they want, because they're no good at physical fighting, they're little skinny 4 foot, they're short and weak. They can't fight good with their fists. Because they're so weak, they don't want humanity getting to their planet, because then we'll just conquer them and dominate them. So they want to try and keep us down. They want to keep us controlled. They still want to work with humanity. It's quite a complicated situation. Like I say, Holly, all you need to worry about as a little kid is staying cheerful, being happy, enjoying being a kid, enjoy going to school, enjoy hanging out with your friends, and just enjoy life. And it's sad, yeah, you don't get to see me, but it's not the end of the world that you don't get to see me. And you will get to see me in the future. So, that's all you can do, really. And if it does come a situation where you have to come live here because your mum can't afford to feed you anymore, because the price of everything's gone up, because the price of oil's gone up, because they're pumping less oil out of the ground, don't worry about it. I'll look after you and all of that. So you don't need to worry about anything, basically. So just try to stay happy. Right, that's the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.